Welcome everybody to a Grand Theft Auto 5 quick introduction. I'm going to quickly show you some screenshots, then we'll go into the videos into more depth. So thanks for watching this emergency broadcast, everyone. It looks like, to begin with, we will have base jumping, which looks very interesting, and we have Franklin here. Also the water especially looks like it's been taken from Red Dead Redemption, which looks awesome. We have nice new cars going through, and I think the animation of what he's doing is just there. We have some more pictures here going on, and just because I wanted to say it, Mini! Okay, so let's begin on the videos.
With Grand Theft Auto 5, Rockstar have tried to reimagine the open-world game in a number of ways.
It looks like we've got jets back. The way the map looks is very different.
The game world is beautiful, massive, and diverse.
The boats and the good quality of the outside looks brilliant as well.
A sprawling, satirical
Nightlife looks very different.
reimagining of modern Southern California, covering mountains and oceans, expensive stores.
Right, just to pause here a minute. If we look at just the way the people are walking and the way they look, their skin texture, and even the buildings in the background here, they look absolutely fantastic. Then if we quickly look at the map, it's easily showing us where the next missions are. Obviously where this clothes shop is. Obviously it's probably this expensive thing, but if for once in this game it looks like we've got other people shopping inside the shop. Then you've got people sat on the bench, and even that tree trunk looks absolutely brilliant. So let's carry on.
Stores and strip malls.
And here again, just to look at the wheels of this truck, it looks beautiful. And then the map, it seems like it's changed into a more 3D dynamic than a 2D thing as well. And then if we kind of look in the distance, you can see some mountains, which looks quite awesome to go and explore. It looks like, once again, this map is going to be huge.
Urban decay and untouched wilderness.
Look at the wilderness now, because what we have here is some deers just drinking, and later on it shows us that we will be able to hunt them, and it says to be hunted by, which sounds even more amazing.
Yes.
Back to the waves just there. They were awesome. Just that means we will have waves. We're trying to drive in a boat, and proper looking waves will be hitting us, trying to stop us, which makes the game much better.
Beaches and backwoods. The sublime and the ridiculous.
Now for the ridiculous, that looked awesome as well. It's just, hopefully we'll be able to get some more stupid costumes ourselves, like in Saints Row 3 and also maybe 4 as well, which is coming out later this year. Or they will just be random people going around hitting each other, and we will all be stood around going, woo, look at this.
Greed and hypocrisy.
You tell me exactly what you want, and I will very carefully explain to you why it cannot be. What? So what we doing here?
We're working, amigo.
For the first time, the game features not one, but 3 would-be heroes.
So now what?
Michael, a once successful bank robber, and now less successful family man.
You know, you're a real asshole.
What did you just say to me?
Stop it! You're ruining my yoga!
Just after her saying that, it makes it seem like they've still got the normal family kind of community and the hilarity that families have.
Franklin, a hungry street hustler convinced he's surrounded by morons.
We can't repo the assets of a dead man, big sitting cheap asshole.
And then there's Trevor. The less said about him, the better.
Also with the commentator, it sounds like she's been given a script, but absolutely enjoying it, so they're slightly teasing at things later to come in more videos, or teasing to things in the future game. So that, for example, Franklin will be completely and utterly always aggravated at everyone around him. Trevor's this completely mad person, whereas Michael is this businessman who wants he only wants the best for his family. So let's carry on.
Introducing 3 lead characters transforms both the narrative into one interwoven story and the structure of individual missions. Players can cut between vantage points.
Yeah, I can use a little backup here.
And from one high...
If we quickly look, here you can change, and you've got specialties. So you've got special, stamina, shooting, strength, stealth, flying, driving, and lung capacity. Lung capacity for underwater diving, I guess. And then it says 83 days. Every time I pause this here, it's always 83 days on every part they've done this at. So they must still be just testing them out. But here we can change to all 3 vantage points, and if he doesn't change to Franklin, he changes to Trevor, who was flying the helicopter. I wonder what would happen.
Octane moment to another.
Gotcha.
He's got support!
And look, now once again he can change back, and we still see again, as you go over each character, their different stats change. So we can compare them and differentiate against what different mission we're doing and different situations. So look, here now he can only change to Franklin. He can't change to the character he already is because he's already him, and he can't change to Trevor, who's flying, which is a bit weird, I think. But I guess it makes more sense for parts of each mission.
Get us out of here!
Roger that.
This helps to give missions new levels of diversity.
So look, now he's playing as Michael. He can change to Franklin, who was sniping across the other building, so what he'll be doing, or flying the helicopter as Trevor. And once again, looking at the map, it's again become 3D. And it's showing us a gun shop. There's quite a few gun shops. I don't know what the gun with the round circle is around it, and also some spray paints, which looks amazing once again.
And intensity.
There, it looks like now for medicine we will no longer be using food, and we will be using actual drugs, which will make life much more different, maybe harder even so. Hopefully they will still have med packs around for missions where we've been completely shot up, and that will be used for multiplayer.
When not on a mission, the use of 3 lead characters also allow for a touch of voyeurism, as you can drop in at any moment and find out what your new friends have been up to as they go about their days.
Jeez, Pop. Too much more of that, and maybe I won't be dead by 35.
The first time I saw this, I thought, oh, okay, that means they're going to be going around doing stuff, and that means we'll be missing it. So we're going to have to play through this huge storyline 3 times, once as each character, and then maybe a 4th where we keep switching between them. Whereas, actually, I was rethinking about this for a couple of days, because this was only introduced on Tuesday. We've had some time to think about this, and what we've come against is that they don't do the stories without you, because that would be completely insane, but they just do everyday stuff. So Michael will go out cycling or playing sports, etc. Franklin will be going arguing with people, and then Trevor doing whatever Trevor does. The way they destroy the fences still looks almost exactly the same.
The world is not only huge, it's packed with a vast array of things to see and do.
Most people hearing the customizable cards will be like, yes, oh my god, but the only problem I have is how they will try and get that into Grand Theft Auto Online, because that is what they are calling it. And if not, will people enjoy it? It can go horribly wrong, because if they don't get it right, then it will be boring, because there is always a point in a Rockstar game where we think, oh, okay, money's completely irrelevant, I don't need it. It's just there and I've constantly got loads. Maybe in this game it'll be one of the things where we constantly run out of money because we have so much things to buy it with.
Cars to customize. Planes.
Also, we just seen a train. I'm not sure. Hopefully, we will have trains in the multiplayer. Also, if you remember back, or if you have never played it, in San Andreas, the game for PS2, where you were playing as I can't remember the character's name, but a black gangster around Los Santos, the same place we are playing again in this game, we could drive trains, drive them too fast, they came off the rails. It wasn't that exciting. Hopefully there should be more here.
To fly. Clothes to buy. Sports to play. Nirvanas to pursue. oceans to dive. Animals to spot, hunt, and be hunted by.
Here we go, there she is. She's just said the hunted by. And look at this, we are right over the deer. We've got distance on miles per hour of wind, so the sniping might actually be more accurate this time. It won't be shooting in a straight line, then it suddenly stops, as Call of Duty is. This will be done by, as DICE do for Battlefield, where we've got downwards, so actual gravity is in it, better game physics.
Freaks to watch, meet, and befriend.
Now get the hell out of here!
Bounties to hunt. And on and on.
How have you been?
Oh, simply wonderful. And you?
Somewhere stuck between joyful and peachy.
Now she's just said that. Let's have a look at the way she talks. So if I rewind that, let's just look at the way her mouth is moving through that. It just quite looks a bit realistic, but I'd still like to see a bit more flabber in the way they talk, because she's quite a chunky woman.
There's also been a huge focus on mechanics in the game.
Now if we re-look at that, the way he changes gun, it doesn't stop time, it's slow and it's different. Before we were just using the buttons, and then we had to split through the gun, then he would pull them out of the trousers. I'm pretty sure he'll still do that, but it seems much more swift, and the game doesn't stop, it carries on, so you can still be shot at, but it'll be slow-mo as you change your gun if you're a bit slow about it, so it won't make that much difference.
To make every aspect as fun and fluid as it is broad.
Also, when he's shooting here, it does seem a lot more smoother, but this looks like an extra thing. And also on the map we have 2 blue dots. All the red ones, I presume, are enemies, but the blue dots, I think, will be your friends. So you could, say if I was playing as Trevor, and I was driving around shooting all the police, I could find Michael, and he might help me, or I could just see him doing his day. You could probably spy on each other, and see what they're doing if you don't want to play as them. So there we go, that's another idea. There we go.
Everything from
With that nightlife, quickly, with the car, the way he just avoided that cop with a slide, looked brilliant. Also, it's very dark. It reminds me a lot of Need for Speed when I'm looking at this right now.
driving and shooting to tennis and bike riding.
It does seem like Trevor's the shooty person, Franklin is much more vehicle, kind of escaping everything, where Michael is trying to be a family man and doing all the sports. But I'm pretty sure we can mix up those personas in any way we'd like, so you won't be stuck with just Michael doing sports, etc. But if you want to live them out how they maybe should be lived out, go ahead, it's all about your game.
Feels fun and responsive.
I'm so glad they've added parachuting back.
However, alongside all of this leisure, people also have to take care of business. For all their pretensions, these men are dangerous thieves.
It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack.
To survive, they have to set up and pull off a series of increasingly audacious heists.
Gentlemen, some plans for your attention.
The player sets these up themselves, then decides how they execute them and with whom.
Because we've got with who, also we look at cut. Maybe you won't actually be able to choose just one person, you get to choose all of them. I'm guessing the cut between each 3 character will be divided equally. So if it would be like 33.33% if it's just you 3. But I think like the crew, here if you only got to choose one it would be a bit more difficult. If you got to choose maybe 2 or all of them, it's up to you, I think it becomes a lot more better.
There's 2 ways I see of doing this. We go in smart, let's go. Or we go in loud and dumb.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment! Please don't make me ruin all the great work your plastic surgeons have been doing.
After the take is divided, you decide what to spend your money on. Anything from sensible investments, like tattoos and fast cars.
I understand how a fast car is a smart investment, but how is a tattoo?
To risky ventures.
Whoa, before she says it, she says stocks. But that means we can be investors. We can go in just buy out cars and weapons and ammo and whatever what we're used to. But now, for the first time, it looks like laptops and computers will be used in the smartest way possible, not just for dating or finding maybe a stripper.
Like stocks in Los Santos real estate. And then there's Grand Theft Auto Online, which we will show you properly soon.
Looks absolutely beautiful. Now just quickly we'll go on to Trevor, just because I think he will be the best character in the game, just personal preference, so here we go.
I ever tell you about Trevor?
Major drug dealer.
Real hillbilly type shit.
Bring me my coffee, I'm gonna cut your arm off. It's the same old tune.
Whoa, right here. Look at that tractor in the background. Think about it. If you ever played San Andreas, think about the old tractors. They were this little kind of rubbish thing that we could lift up other cars with it, and that was about why they were so fun. But that looks like a proper tractor. It looks beautiful. Before, this is an old gameplay video. I don't know if this is they're actually going to be like that in the game, but if they are, look at it. Just absolutely look at it. If you're a country life person, that looks beautiful in a game.
Back in town, baby! Yeah!
Please, just go and ruin somebody else's home furnishing.
New in town, I'm making friends, all right? A lot of friends. I mean, things could get really messy.
Just keep him away from me and the children.
Nice new tits, by the way.
The thing about Trevor is we haven't had a character like him before in a game for a long time. I've long waited for someone who's completely and utterly insane, but great fun because of his insanity. He's not normal, so it's more enjoyable to see what that's like, I guess.
What is wrong with you?
Abandonment issues. I see a shrink once a week.
He's absolutely insane. He's just made for chaos. That's beautiful. Someone who just wants to have fun and destroy stuff because he can.
Shot him, Eagle. Boy, massage.
No, I really don't.
Do you want me to get my dick out again?
But I don't think Hank done 'em this way.
So either way, that's Trevor. Now we'll go on to Michael, because I know loads of people love him that I've seen so far.
What do you want, Michael?
I don't know. I want something that isn't this.
Jimmy called me a bitch!
I want to be a good dad. Love my family. You know, live the dream.
I don't know if we're going to be able to actually watch TV in this game, but hopefully we will, because, you know, look at that huge TV. It's absolutely beautiful. No, actually, I've only just noticed this, but if we quickly look in the kitchen to the left, look at that lighting. And look at the way the walls are, and the roofing especially. It looks amazing.
Why do I have to hold your hand through this whole midlife crisis bullshit? Come here!
Don't kill him!
Once again, we can see the famous Vinewood City logo in the background, which is, I think, copied from the Hollywood sign.
But at the same time, I really want the other stuff, too.
And you're plainly addicted to chaos.
Well, I'm not sure that's true, Doc. I'm rich. I'm miserable. I'm pretty average for this town.
Look, then we just saw a bit of the bank robbery part, and this time, what we saw from the last video is them either wearing bike helmets or just gas masks because they've gassed out the place. Here they're wearing balaclavas and just completely raiding in. Maybe there's more customizable than they've shown us so far. Once again, we've shown that hopefully we'll get big planes back again.
I think you need a new therapist.
we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga.
And now, just because I've missed him out, we'll see Franklin.
So you giving me a lecture about not being a good enough gangbanger? That's all we got? That's what hell it is.
First time I saw this, all I thought was maybe they're trying to remind us of the old San Andreas we know and loved so much. But I'm hoping that there's not too resemblant. But what I'm expecting is that it'll be going round more in a group of like the old gangs than the other game was.
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
Tell them it's a celebration, bitch. I sound like somebody trying to make some paper and not get killed.
Oh, my bad, Mr. Gold Card.
Courtesy of 100 beat. Got my clips and essays all week.
Ah, gangster shit.
You ain't got no respect. I got respect for reality.
Like here, what I'm showing is that Franklin's obviously driving, then his teammates are just shooting out, or his gangbangers friends are just shooting out, running away from the cop, because they've obviously, maybe Franklin's been drawn into this life because of the way he's been grown up and the way in the environment he's around. So maybe that's why he's in this story. The others, well, Trevor just because he's a complete maniac, and Michael because that's his way of getting money.
Enjoy them hoes, homie.
Yeah, whatever.
You ain't gotta like it 'cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young nigga show his ass on public.
And there we go. That's it for one day, guys. Thanks for watching this emergency broadcast, and I shall see you soon. Bye!